Coach Fite today. Thank you, Coach, for meeting with us today.
Appreciate y'all being here today. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. So last Sunday, you got off to a good start with 2 wins against Talladega. Talk a little bit about the team's overall performance.
Well, you know, I was excited the way we played. I think we stepped out there and did a lot of things right. You know, we've been working hard on some little things, and if you look through the games, I mean, just making the routine play and putting the ball in play, pitchers throwing strikes. You know, those are things we talk about every day, and we went out there that first day and did it. You know, and I was excited that we were able to do it at the level that we did.
All right. Last Sunday, you had 4 freshmen who really stood out. We had Brandon Crumbly with a 2-hitter through 6 innings, Jamie Sexton with 4 1/3 shutout innings and 5 strikeouts, and both Justin Croft and Danny Bodziak, Danny Bodziak, yeah. Both of them were 1 for 2 and had a run. How important are your freshmen in your game plan throughout this season?
Oh, well, you know, our freshmen are big. I mean, really important for us, not only for this season but for our future. And that's one thing we wanted to do in our recruiting process. We not only wanted to get some older guys, a few older guys into our program, but we wanted to, you know, develop a program here for years. And to do that, you had to bring in quality freshmen. And I was impressed with the way they handled the first day out. Of course, you know, like Brandon Crumbly. Brandon was here last year and was just chomping at the bit to get in the game. I mean, he's a hoss. He's going to be our hoss all year, and you know, he's a very competitive individual. Wants to be out there, wants the ball, and so we're excited about him being here. Of course, the other pitcher that did great was Jamie Sexton. I knew Jamie was going to do well. I knew he was going to throw strikes, but I didn't know, you know, his composure was the composure of a junior or senior. When he came in, it was a tough situation. He came in. They had a little momentum going. We just walked a guy, but he came in and just mowed him down. So I was real impressed with that. I was impressed with his composure and the capability of throwing strikes and throwing 3 different pitches in the strike zone, you know, at any time he wanted to. And that was the key with him. And he's going to be a very good pitcher for West Georgia for years to come. You know, the other guys, I mean, Danny Bodziak, center fielder from Florida. You know, he was a little nervous early. You could tell that by watching, but he adjusted and after his first at bat and relaxed and went out there and just played. And Justin Croft, a boy who played in the second ball game, his first at bat hits a double. You know, and we've got high expectations for him. We think he's going to be one of the better hitters that's ever been here. You know, it's going to take him a few years to make some adjustments, but you know, we were excited about all those guys. You look back, you know, one of the key things with this team, and there was quite a few freshmen that didn't get out there and play this weekend, but that we'll see a lot of time in the near future. They're pushing our older guys, and they're just some good athletes. So we're fortunate and excited about having that young crew out there.
All right, thank you. Your teams play aggressive usually on the bases anyways, but last Sunday, Brett Wright had 4 stolen bases. It seems that your team is buying into your aggressive mentality.
Oh, sure. You know, one of the things I said, and you know, I've been asked numerous times, what do we need to do to get better from last year's club? And the 2 things we had to do, we had to get better pitching, power arms, what we call power arms, and speed. You know, and speed, if you have speed on your team, you can be aggressive. You can do some things that you normally can't do. You take extra, if you get a single and the guy bobbles it, you can get to second. You know, you put a runner on base, even though, you know, we're going to steal a lot of bases this year, but people are going to be a little wary of us running. So the pitcher's going to try to be a little quicker to the plate. He's going to make a few more mistakes. He's going to throw some pitches up there, you know, because fastballs. He wants to throw fastballs because they're worried about our guys stealing. You know, and our hitters is going to help those guys. So speed on your team, I mean, it's a speed. The old saying, speed never takes a day off. I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on that defense. And if you have teams with speed, you got a chance every day. So and we work on that. We spend a lot of time working on stealing bases. We spent a lot of time on taking an extra base hit and bunting and hit and run. We did a couple of fake squeezes this weekend that worked. Both of them worked because teams knew we had speed and they knew we were doing something. And when you put pressure on 18, 19-year-olds like that, you know, you got a chance to be successful. So that's going to be our MO all year, and that's the way I've coached. People that have known me in the past, they know that I'll put a team out there that's going to be pretty aggressive. All
right. What was the adjustment for Andy Marinelli between the 2 games last Sunday?
Sure. You know, Andy's going to, by far, you know, we're going to depend on him a lot. He's by far one of our best players and best hitters. He went out there in the first game. I think he was a little more over-aggressive. There was a couple things that we did in between games. We talked to him about spreading out a little bit. We thought he was standing up a little tall and his feet were a little close together, and his balance point was not there. He was a little bit out front. If you noticed, he hit some fly balls, and he was just out there and just didn't get the bat head on the ball like he normally does. So we talked to him about, you know, calming down a little bit. We spread him out, spread his feet out, and also had his weight balanced. With his weight balanced, and then at that point his hands, because he's got great hands as a hitter, and you're able to use your hands better if you're balanced. If you're out front, it kind of takes your hands away from you. And that's what we did. We took him down to the cage, and Josh Clendenin, my hitting coach, you know, we talked about it. I said, Josh, get him down there, let's swing it a little bit, and just make some slight adjustments. Well, you know, Andy's a very coachable, intelligent young man, and he went down, made that slight adjustment, and just came back killing it. You know, every time he got up that game, he hit the ball hard, and you could see that his first at-bat hits one off the scoreboard because he was balanced. He wasn't out front, and his hands were back, and he was able to use his strengths. But we just, you know, that's one thing with college athletes. You can make just a little bit of adjustment at times, and we try to talk to our pitchers about that a lot, and the results can be a lot different.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach, and good luck this week.
Good. Thank you.